Hey, hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. This is me Subhashri. And today we are going to discuss about grievance management. So let's start from definition of grievance. So what is grievance? A grievance is a formal dispute between an employee and management on the conditions of employment. Grievances are complaints that have been formally registered in accordance with the grievance procedure. It means a grievance is a formal dispute between an employee and management, or else simply you can say like a grievance is a dissatisfaction of an employee which may connected to the organization or its management policy. So this is the definition of grievance. There are certain W's in grievance management, like who is involved, when did it happen, where did it happen, what happened exactly, and why is it grievable. So these certain W's are present in grievance management. So what is the reason behind grievance? Why it arises? Mainly there are three reasons that leads to grievance. First one is general working condition. Working condition is like it may related to working hour or excessive discipline or lack of discipline. And you can say that if you are not being provided with good appliances or good environment, safety equipments, then it may lead to grievance. Next is personal preference. It is like individual preference, what you are preferring. There are certain employees who have the self esteem nature, right? If they are not getting, if they are not provided with that value, self value, then they may be dissatisfied with the management or with the work environment also. So it may lead to grievance. Next is management policy. It may related to promotion, may be related to transfer or salary, incentives, compensation, etc. So these all things are reason of grievance. What is the effect of grievance on the employee? In employee field, indiscipline will be created and also absenteeism will be increased, right? And on the production area, maybe it leads to loss of interest in work, poor quality of production, and this will lead to increase in wastage or cost. And on the manager field, maybe employee will not obey the order of manager, and here the disharmonious relation will be created. Next is grievance identification method. This part is very crucial in this lesson, because if you are not able to identify the grievance, then how you will solve that problem, right? So there are certain methods by which you can easily identify the grievance, why, how, and what exactly happened. So first one is formal method. In this method you have to follow the proper format. That means the employee need to give written statement to their immediate supervisor or next boss. And next is informal method. In informal method, or you can say in open door method, it is also known as open door method. So it's like you need to approach the thing in front of your manager informally. It's not formal, it's actual informal. And next is observations. In this method, your supervisor will observe you and may track your incidents of dissatisfaction. Where you dissatisfied with the incident, they will track that one by observing. Next is opinion surveys. This method, uh, every organization can conduct this method or some surveys occasionally or quarterly to know the employees' feedback. So this is known as opinion survey, and they can easily track your feedback to identify what and why the grievance arised. Next is gripe boxes. So every organization or in every institutions there are certain complaint box, right? So a complaint box will be kept over there, and if any have any complaint regarding anything, then they can drop that letter over there. Next is exit interview. When an employee is leaving the organization, at that time the supervisor can find out the reason why he or she is leaving that organization. So this is the thing, or this is the right a supervisor have, and they can easily identify the reason in this method. So that's all about grievance identification method. In this method you can easily identify the grievance. Next is steps in grievance management. There are certain steps by which you can manage the grievance. In step 1, the aggrieved employee verbally explains his or her grievance to the immediate supervisor. In this step, an employee will explain what the grievance is to the immediate supervisor or to the higher level manager. And in step 2, that higher level manager will goes into grievance and gives his or her decision on that matter. In step 3, grievance is to be submitted to the grievance committee. Grievance committee means which is composed of some fellow employees, a combination of union and management representatives, considers the record and may suggest a possible solution. After the grievance will be submitted to the committee will keep some records and they will suggest some possible solution. But it may call upon the grievant to accept that employer's proposed settlement or not. Means the grievant will decide to accept that solution or not. If the grievant is not accepting that proposed settlement or solution, then what will be next? So next will be step 4. If the decision or suggestion of the grievance committee is not accepted by the grievant, he or she may approach the management or the corporate executive. So if the grievant will not accept that solution, then he or she can approach the management. So after that, step 5. The final step is taken when the grievance is referred to an arbitrator who is acceptable to the employee as well as the management. In that final step, arbitrator like mediator who knows both parties, he or she will decide what to do. Means in this step, grievance will be referred to an arbitrator or mediator. So that's all about this chapter. So in this lesson, we have discussed what is the definition of grievance, what is the effect, what is the reason of grievance, and how we can manage the grievance. Hope you clearly understood. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more updates. Thanks for watching.